welcome. Shay here. Sorry if it sounds a little echoey, but we are in the craft room. We are. This is just a temporary setup. I just brought a little foldable table up here with my diamond painting, and yeah, I thought we would just do it up here because, sorry, I needed a drink of water. I'm drinking sparkling water, which is something I normally don't do, but it was what was cold in the fridge. First off, before I start, I wanted to say hello to you guys. How are you? This is gonna be a WIP in chat. WIP is WIP, stands for work in progress. And again, I'm sorry for the echo, but the boys had surgery this morning. They both had their wisdom teeth removed, and Nate is sleeping right now in our bedroom, which is where I normally film. But since we do have the craft room up here, it is empty. And like I said, I just kind of grabbed my little IKEA desk pad that I love. I just pick it up, carried it up here, everything's on it. I didn't have to move anything, and I just brought a little table up here and a chair. So yeah, we'll see how this works and how it sounds. So you guys, we made it through Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for those of you that celebrated. Hope you survived. I did get to catch up with y'all when I did my live the day after Christmas, if you were able to join us for that. Lindsay and I did our grand prize giveaway for Jingle Drills. So sadly, Jingle Drills is over. It's so sad. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a great event, lots of fun. So for those of you that joined us, I hope you had a good time. So let's start off by just talking about real quick, as I'm starting to diamond paint, what I'm working on. This is a craftably painting, and it's called Christmas Magic. And I am hoping to get this finished. That's why I'm starting to work on it right away. I hope I get to finish it before the end of the year. I would like to say it's complete because it is a Christmas painting, and I only have one more square left. And today's Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. So I should be able to finish it. That's my goal. So I've been working on it really hard. Lou, my 9-year-old daughter, if y'all are new, my 9-year-old daughter went to go stay with my mother-in-law because the boys were having, their wisdom teeth removed. And I'm so appreciative that she did, because yesterday I dropped her off in the afternoon and it gave me some time just to diamond paint. But the boys are doing okay. We'll start there and then I'll kind of back up and talk about Christmas because I've just got them on top of mind, obviously, because of today. Let's see. So the pharmacy called in 5 different prescriptions for each of them for me to pick up a couple of days ago. So I picked those up and had those ready for them. One of the medications, y'all, it's been a long day. One of the medications is very similar to Zofran. So it's for nausea. So they had the boys take that 1 hour before their procedure. So they had to be there, we had to be there at 8:45 this morning. So I woke them up at 8, and because Ryan was going in at 9 and Nate was going in at 9:30. So I woke them up at 8 and gave them both that medication. And then they weren't able to eat or drink anything since midnight, the night before, because they were gonna be under anesthesia. So, yeah, my husband is off of work, thank God. So he met us up there after Ryan had gone in. And so that way we were both sitting there with both of our cars. And then when Ryan came out, they told my husband to pull around, and that they would wheel out Ryan in a wheelchair to the car and help him get in the car. So I kind of watched from the window and I saw Ryan get out and kind of stumble into the car. And my husband and him, they sat there for a minute. I'm sure he was checking on him. And then they drove off, and then I waited for Nate. And it was so funny, y'all. So it took about 45 minutes for them to have the teeth removed. And Nate comes out, they tell me he's ready. So I go get the car, I pull it around, and he is totally out of it. They have to tell him to step out of the wheelchair and to step down the curb and step into my car, and he's shaking. He's just so shaky and just totally out of it. I almost wish they would have held him maybe a little bit longer and waited for him to wake up. But he gets in the car and I put his seatbelt on for him. And of course, they've got their mouth full of gauze, okay? So he's trying to talk, but I can't understand what he's saying. And he's like drooling, and he starts crying. I was gonna videotape it, but I was so worried and so concerned and trying to drive. And I mean, I can laugh about it now because he's okay, but y'all, everybody reacts differently, I guess, to, anesthesia. And, you always hear about people waking up and saying funny things. Well, he was mopey. He was kind of sad. I'm like, buddy, what's wrong? And then he kept pointing at his IV. And both him and Ryan were saying the same thing whenever I got home. It was funny. They both kind of looked at each other and started kind of laughing when they both saw each other at home. But Nate kept trying to tell me about his IV. And he's like, I was awake and they put the IV in my arm and I went to sleep. I don't remember anything. And so he was just laughing about that, and Ryan was saying the same thing. But when I got home, my husband's like, how are they doing? And I'm like, Nate's crying. And I'm like, how about Ryan? He goes, well, Ryan told me that Margot, our little Boston Terrier, told him that she wanted Burger King. I was like, Burger King. So y'all, we've been having fun with them. But poor guys, they're in so much pain. So they couldn't take any of their pain medication until they eat something. And, of course, we're changing out their gauze every 30 minutes. So Ryan was in the living room with my husband on the couch, and my husband was sitting in there with him. And then I had Nate in our bedroom on the bed, and I was down painting in there. We were watching TV together. And every 30 minutes, we'd pull out their gauze, and it was full of blood. It was super gross. But after doing that about 4 or 5 times, it started to slow down. And then I had to put these ice packs. You fill them up with ice at home, and they kind of strap around the top of their head, and you just kind of Velcro it. Super crazy, y'all. But yes, so they both got their teeth out. I hope everything goes well. I gave them some yogurt. I went shopping yesterday. I went to the store and I bought yogurt and soup and ice cream and just a bunch of frozen stuff, soft stuff, just for the first couple of days. And figure we can make milkshakes or get smoothies, but they can't use a straw at all. And they can only, they can't drink any carbonated beverages, so no sodas or Cokes or anything for like 5 days, which I thought was interesting. I don't know why that is. So we got home, got them all situated, went through all that, and then gave them, they gave us, one of the medications was ibuprofen, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and then they also gave us oxycodone, and then there's an antibiotic, and then there's the anti-nausea, and then there's another one that they start taking tomorrow, and that's like a steroid. So they have a lot of medications. But I gave them both the ibuprofen plus 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, because that's what they suggested you give them for pain, whenever everything started wearing off after they had some yogurt. And they both were complaining like 30 minutes later that it still really, really hurt. I was definitely avoiding giving them the harder narcotics, because that's not something that we wanted to do right off the bat. We wanted to see if the ibuprofen and the Tylenol would work. But they both were in so much pain. And so my husband looked at me and he's like, go ahead and give it to him. And I'm like, okay. Boy, once I gave him that oxycodone, no one else, they stopped complaining. So bless their hearts. They were just in so much pain. And so, but I really want to limit, what they get of that, because, kids can get, addicted to that stuff. So I want to kind of be very, very careful with that. But for right now, they just had surgery. So, I don't want them in pain. So yeah, what a morning it's been. So I don't know how long this whip and chat's gonna be. I've got the door open to the craft room and I'm listening for Nate. He's sleeping. He fell asleep, and I actually fell asleep with him when we were watching TV, and we both kind of took a little nap. And then I woke up and kind of snuck out of the room, and I thought, I'm gonna try to go film my whip and chat upstairs in the craft room and see how it goes. So I can tell there's an echo, but I hope it's not too bad for y'all. And this isn't something that, will be an issue going forward. We'll make sure we fix it, because that's one of the issues that I told my husband I was worried about, was having a lot of echoing in here. So yes, got the wisdom teeth. They have to go back a week from today for a follow-up. So they have to be back at school next Tuesday. That's when winter break is over. And they have an appointment for Wednesday. So they get to miss more school the second day they're back, because they've got to check them out and make sure everything is healing and, you know, it's looking good. But I'm really glad that we got it over with. Hopefully, you know, it'll just get easier from here on out and they'll just rest. They said they're just going to be tired and they're just going to need to rest for the first, you know, few days. So Lou is spending the night at my mother-in-law's for 2 nights, and she got to take her new friend with her, who we'll talk about. I know if y'all watch my Christmas premiere video, you know what I'm referring to, or my Patreon video. Okay, so let's talk about Christmas. Let me see. Yeah, I keep missing some of these symbols. Y'all, this thing right here, this Craftably painting is confetti heavy. It's no joke. That's why I'm single placing, and that's why it's taken me a while, because it's just, yeah, very, very confetti heavy. So I just really have to concentrate and see if I've missed any symbols. Okay, I don't see any more of those. Oh, of course I do, right when I look away. Y'all, it's like a word search, right? I hope I'm zoomed in enough. Again, this isn't my normal setup. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I could zoom in a little bit more, but y'all, all I have left is just a square. And of course I've got it upside down. I'll zoom in a little bit more. And I didn't even talk about what I'm using. I'm using my Bella Art de Nicole Jingle Drills tray, my Diamond Pen Pal No Roll Stop pen, and I've got my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. Okay, so I also brought a Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper. It's a Southern thing, I think. I love it. Hold on a sec. Y'all, I'm dragging today. Instead of coffee, I just felt like this. Okay, so let me put this away. Of course, as I'm putting them away, I'm just looking and looking and looking, and of course I'm gonna see them. So yeah, how was your Christmas? You guys be sure and let me know below how your Christmas was. I know I got to talk to a few of you, you know, the day after when we did the live with, I did a live with Lindsay with Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and that was a lot of fun. And I actually talked to Craftably today, and they sent the gift card to the winner, and so she got it. And yeah, so the event is officially over, and I think all of my folks have received all of their prizes. I know Monica, aka Baby Cakes, was my last winner, and I believe I got notification that she received her goodies, but I need to follow up with her and just make sure that she did receive her package, but she was my last winner. But yeah, the event was great. So fun. We are gonna do it again. Lindsay said she's already got it on the calendar. So y'all, I'm already blessing this room. See, I've got like a loose drill over here. What do I do with loose drills? I throw them. It's so fun. I love just throwing them on the floor. I'll vacuum it up. But on hardwood floors, they're gonna stick on my feet. Probably easier than carpet. They won't hide as easily. But yeah, I just christened the craft room floor, you guys. I just threw a drill on the floor because it's not fair. I can't say it's a trash drill, and I don't even know what color it is anymore. So I just toss them behind my, like, you know, you see people like superstition, they like throw salt like over their shoulder. It's supposed to be like for good luck. I just throw the drill over my shoulder. I love it. It's like I'm being bad, throwing them on the floor. All right, y'all, where are we at? So let's talk about Christmas, okay? So I asked you how your Christmas was, so be sure and tell me down below how it was. I'd love to hear if you guys had a good time. Are you glad it's over? Are you sad it's over? You know, all the different feelings about it. I've been tired since Christmas. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just because I've been in like kind of vacation mode and the kids have been off of school and there's been like no routine. But I've just been kind of dragging a little bit. But I know after Christmas, the day after, I was really tired, very, very tired. So I had to get up. Let's see. So Christmas Eve, we baked. The night before Christmas Eve, we baked sugar cookies. We did the cutout cookies for Santa, and then Christmas Eve, we watched Chevy Chase. You know, the Christmas Vacation movie. We watched that, and that was really, really cute. Ryan had never seen that before, which I was kind of surprised. And Lou, of course, had never seen it. So we watched that, and I diamond painted a little bit at the table in the kitchen. And then let's see, what else did we do? Sorry, y'all, I'm just searching for symbols. It's hard to talk and search. It's so confetti heavy, but it's turning out really good. You can see half of his face is done. So finally got everybody, ready for bed. Got the cookies and milk and all the stuff set out. And then Lou wanted Ryan to sleep with her because she sleeps in our guest room. So he said, okay. So they went to bed and got up a couple of times, of course, and said they couldn't sleep. And I was thinking to myself, y'all, I have to get up at 2:45 in the morning to do my the Christmas premiere. So y'all need to go to bed. And at this point, it was like, it was about 10:30. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be so tired. But I figure if I get a little bit of sleep, that's cool. And then I'll do the Christmas premiere and then I'll go back to bed. So I forgot to tell you what I did. Okay, forgot. So Christmas Eve day, I knew I had to go get Lou's Christmas present. Now, Lou's big Christmas present from us was a hamster. And if you saw my Christmas premiere, I took y'all with me to buy the hamster at Petco a few weeks ago. And the hamster had been living at my mother-in-law's house until Christmas Eve, until I could go pick her up. So they were so sweet. They took such good care of her. So I told Lou that I had to go on a secret Christmas errand on Christmas Eve. And so during that time, it worked out perfectly because my husband needed to wrap my Christmas presents, but he's like, I need you to be gone. You're always here. So I was like, okay, so I'll go do that. And then he wanted Ryan's help because originally I was going to send Ryan to go pick up the hamster and go visit Nanny. But I was like, what if and I started thinking about all the scenarios of, Ryan, my 16-year-old, driving up there, picking up the precious cargo of, Lou's Christmas present being a live animal. And I thought, oh my gosh, what if he slams on the brakes? What if it goes flying off the seat? I had all these scenarios in my head. And my husband's like, why don't you just go? Because I need help, I need Ryan's help wrapping your gifts. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I left. I went up to my mother-in-law's and got the little sweet baby. And she was and my mother-in-law even cleaned her out, cleaned the cage out for us and everything. Put new bedding in there, got her all set up for Lou. And she had even bought a pink duffel bag to store all of the hamster's food and all her supplies and treats and all her stuff that we had bought in the bag. So she had a great idea because I told her, I said, I don't know how we're going to give it to her yet. We're still trying to figure it out. And my mother-in-law was like, why don't you wrap the bag of stuff that I got for her and have that be like her last gift to open. And then she'll, go tell her to go find it and y'all can hide it somewhere. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. So I wrapped the duffel bag with all the goodies inside a really big gift bag. And we were going to have that. And I put it behind the chair so she wouldn't see it behind the tree. And so we did that. And so no problem picking it up. And when I got home, she was upstairs playing in her room or playing upstairs somewhere. So I was able to just put the hamster in the closet real quick and close the door. And I was like, okay, I think we're going to get away with this. I think it's good. She has no idea. So all was good, right? Now, my mother-in-law did tell me that the hamster is nocturnal. And I didn't realize that. And she said she likes to run on her little wheel from about 1 a.m. till about 6 a.m. And it's pretty loud. They can always hear it from the other room. And I was like, okay, I hope, because we just had her in a closet, a coat closet near the living room, near the family room, and where we all are. And I thought, oh, I hope Lou doesn't hear it. But I'm like thinking, okay, it's going to be in the middle of the night when she's sleeping. She won't hear it. So we finally get them to bed, do all the things that we need to do. And I finally laid down about 11:30 or so. Maybe it was like almost midnight. And lay down. I set my alarm for 2:45. Well, at 1:45, Lou's at my bed. Mommy, I can't sleep. My belly hurts. And my parents had stopped over on Christmas Eve and had brought the kids a little treat for Christmas Eve for Christmas. They got them this huge stocking. And when I say stocking, it was like my mom got it at Costco. It was this huge stocking, man. It was like a plastic stocking and it was filled with candy. for all three of the kids to share. Well, during movie night, she was eating candy and popcorn, and her and Ryan had gone to the gas station and they got hot Cheetos, and so she had a bellyache because she ate too much crap. And so I gave her some Pepto-Bismol, a couple of those like chewable tablets, those chalky, nasty, those pink tablets. I gave her those, and then put a silver bowl next to her bed just in case she barfed. I was like, just in case, and sent her back to bed. And I look at the clock, y'all, and by the time we did all this, it was like a little bit after 2. And I thought, oh, I have to be up in 45 minutes. Do I even go back to sleep? Is that gonna make things worse? And I'm thinking to myself, it will, because I'm awake now. So I better just stay awake. So I knew that there was lives going on, Christmas premieres, so I hopped on to the one that was going on at 2 a.m. my time, which was Billy. I think it's Billy's Crafting Lounge, and I enjoyed that one, so I watched that. And then I was ready for mine at 6, and had a great time on there. It was so good to see everybody. And I had quite a few folks in there, more than I thought I would, because it was, awfully early or awfully late for a lot of folks. So, because I think I had at one point maybe 30-something people in there, so it was a great turnout. And again, it didn't matter how many, if I had one person watching that was, lonely or looking for someone to, listen to, or looking for someone to keep them company, then that was the whole goal. So I didn't really care how many views or how many, people were on there. To be honest, it was just, I just wanted to help somebody if I could. And that was why we did them. But yeah, thank you to Pippa Brown. If y'all haven't checked her out yet, she is the creator that organized all that and put all of that together, which was not an easy task. Let me tell you, she compiled all the videos and just really, really worked hard. So really do appreciate her and what she does for the community. So did that that was at 3. So that was from 3 to 4. So at 4 o'clock, I tried to go to bed, but I was kind of like on an adrenaline rush, from chatting with people and having a good time on live. And then, so I finally go to bed probably about 4:30. And then about 7:30, my husband wakes me up and he's like, do you see what time it is? I'm like, and he didn't know that I had been up, right? He knew that I had to get up and do my live, the Christmas premiere, but he didn't know that I'd been up with Lou already and that I'd gone to bed late. And I was like, what time is it? And he goes, it's 7:30. And I go, okay, I'm still tired. He goes, but the kids, I haven't even seen them or heard them. We should probably get up. He goes, you don't want me to wake you up right now, do you? He could tell by my reaction. I'm like, no, I did not sleep a lot. I was so tired. And so I think that carried over to the next day. That's why I was so exhausted the day after. Okay, I'm looking for any more of this symbol. Where'd these little guys come from? I need my tweezers. I found some little rogue drills over here. Do I dare throw them on the floor? Oh, y'all, I want to so bad. But I feel like I don't want to junk up my new craft room. Yeah, these rhinestones are really pretty. Y'all, this craftly planing is got, how many? I think 3 ABs and like 2 rhinestones. And I've added even more ABs that I had. So it's super blingy. I will definitely be doing a post review. I also need to work on my, speaking of this painting and trying to complete it by the end of the year, I wanted to do a video, like a end of year, to show the ones I've completed this year. I think I'll either just do an Instagram post with them all, with pictures of them all, or I'll do a video. I'll kind of see what a lot of other creators are doing and what everyone else is doing. So we'll kind of see because this is my first year to do this. And I'm trying to remember what I've seen others do in years past, or at least last year. And I think they did like whip parades or finished parades of everything that had been completed. So I'll probably do a video. All right. I'm sure I'm going to miss some, but that's pretty good. Look how they're just all sprinkled throughout. Okay, I think I'm gonna do 3 next. There's a lot of 3s. All right, so that was Christmas Eve. So I wake up Christmas morning, like I said, about 7:30. And every year my husband makes I missed 2. He makes this breakfast casserole. It's really, really good. And so he made that the night before. He makes all the ingredients and he just puts it together and pops it in the oven Christmas morning. So, and it's got avocados. It's like, eggs and potatoes and cheese and sausage. It's really good. So he made that Christmas morning. And so we don't eat that at first. We have to let it, give it some time to cook while we do our stockings. and the stockings were very fun. We, oh, I was gonna tell you, in the middle of the night, I'll back up just a second for Christmas Eve. Remember I was telling you how the hamster likes to be active in the middle of the night? Well, when Lou had woke up and I was listening to Billy's live at 2, hold on, I'm just gonna grab a drink. Whenever I was watching that live, I could hear the hamster on her wheel. She's super loud and she's really active at night. And then I thought, oh my gosh, Lou's gonna hear that. But she never heard it, but Jasper even went over there because Jasper had woke up with her. And I even saw him sniffing around over there and trying to see, you know, what was in the closet. So, all right, so Christmas morning was great. We woke up and Ryan and Lou were already awake and they were being so quiet. They were just sitting in there. They had already looked at their stockings and they were just patiently waiting for us to wake up. And then Nate came down. They went and woke him up. So yeah, we went through our stockings first. And then I love stockings, y'all. They're probably my favorite part. And even like, instead of the gifts, I love stockings. I'm trying to think what I got in my stocking. I always get a bottle of wine. So I got a really nice bottle of wine from Santa, and it was Stag's Leap is the name of the wine. It's really good. So I've got that saved away in the little wine cabinet I have. And then I got, this is really funny. Santa knows that I love chili. I think I've talked about this before. I absolutely love chili. I eat chili like 3 or 4 times a week on average normally. I love it. I don't know why. It's just, I love chili. So I eat a lot of chili, and so Santa gave me 2 cans of that. And just some fun stuff, you know, gum and a couple fun magazines. And gosh, y'all, I'm trying to remember what else was in my stocking. Did I get a gift card? Yeah, I think I got an Amazon gift card. So yeah, it was really, really fun. And the kids all enjoyed their stocking and my husband enjoyed his. Every year I always get him C's candy because we're both originally from California and C's is real popular out there. And so I always get him his favorite candy from C's. And it's not cheap. Their candy is super expensive. Like 1 pound of his favorite candy is pretty pricey. So it's like a once a year thing. I did get him some for his birthday too, but that's it. We normally don't buy any except for Christmas normally. So then it was time to do gifts, and normally we do youngest to oldest. And well, what Lou did first was, before we started opening gifts, Lou went around and sorted the gifts and put everyone's gifts out near them so you could see their little stack gifts. And I felt kind of bad because I don't really make sure the gifts are even with the kids. It's more like by like dollar value, I guess. And I don't really pay attention to who exactly is getting what and if it's fair. I just kind of, yeah, we got so-and-so this, and this. Okay, we need to get one more thing for, we just kind of guesstimate. So, but once we saw the piles, I noticed that Ryan's pile was kind of smaller than Nate and Lou's. I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, Ryan's stuff was more expensive. And a lot of the stuff I'd got Nate was Pokemon, and I had found the Pokemon at Costco, and it was a really good deal, and I got 3 of them. Or no, 4. I got 4 of these Pokemon sets. So here he had this, it was all the same thing, but there's different cards inside there, and he collects those. He only opened 1, and he's collecting them. He has sold some Pokemon and made quite a bit of money so far. So he just keeps them and just waits for them to, go up in value, and then he's gonna sell them again one day when they've gone up. So that's why I think it looked like he had a lot more. And then Lou just had clothes and some other things. But so after she got all the gifts sorted, this year we decided to go oldest to youngest. So my husband got to go first, and Lou had to wait, which was pretty funny because she's not very patient, of course, right? She's 9, so she's like, I want to open my gifts. And so halfway through opening gifts, my husband looks at me and I look at him and he's like, should we go ahead and do it? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, why wait? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We were talking about the hamster. And so we said, Lou, go look for a bag behind that chair over there. You can open that one up next. So she goes back behind the chair and she goes, oh, this is a heavy bag. Because again, I had the food in there and the bedding and all the hamster's stuff. And so she brings it around, and I have a video of her reaction. of her opening the gift that I can insert right here. These are my little editing fingers. So editing Shay will add that in here.
What is this? A bag. But
you're moving out.
it's really heavy.
Start packing it.
Have you
It's got everything you need to live on the road.
Yeah, we're kicking you out, Lou.
Whoa.
What's that?
No.
What is it?
You didn't.
What is it?
What is that?
What is it?
No.
What is that stuff? What is it?
It's hamster stuff.
Now you can get a hamster out of this.
Where's the hamster?
I don't know.
Wait, Luke,
No, where is it?
Lauren, can you grab my jacket?
What?
In the closet.
Oh, no, it's gonna be in there.
No, I'm cold.
There's another puppy.
No, just grab my jacket.
Wait, oh, wait.
Don't let Daddy get it.
Where is it?
Jappy food.
No, Dipper. Where is it?
He's sleeping. He sleeps during the day and he was up all night. He was running in his wheel all night long. I could hear him. Are you excited? It's a dwarf one. It's a baby one. Do you want me to get him out? There he is. There he is. It's a girl. Isn't she cute?
He's trying to get me.
You want me to put her up on the counter?
Yeah, on a plate. No.
So what'd y'all think? Isn't that crazy? Her reaction. So she opened the bag and then she was like, what? She was like, hamster? Now y'all, she really wanted a bunny. That was like her first choice, right? But after we had found those hamsters one day and we were playing with them at the pet store, she fell in love with hamsters. And so she was really, really happy. She named the hamster Daisy. And Daisy is crazy. We call her Crazy Daisy. And Lou is taking very, very good care of her. I mean, excellent care. I've been very impressed. She puts her hand in there and she pets her, but she's never picked her up. So, because we were telling her that when my mother-in-law had her, they would put their hands in there and try to pick her up and she would kind of bite a little bit. And they even told us when I got her, let her settle in for a week or two, get used to her surroundings and, before you try to pick her up, but she might bite. I mean, that's what they do, So all was good the last few days since she's had her. She's just been petting her on the back and everything's been fine. And she's like nibbled a little bit a couple of times on Lou's like fingernail, but she hasn't, hurt her. Well, yesterday morning, Lou comes to my bed to wake me up and she's in tears and she's crying. And she's like, Daisy. And I thought Daisy was dead, y'all. I thought she'd woke up and found her dead. And I was like, what? Daisy bit me and it really hurt. I was like, oh, honey. So poor little Crazy Daisy got Lou pretty good. She got her, I guess Lou had her hand, kind of like this. So Daisy would like kind of, go up and kind of sniff her. And she bit down on the little meaty part of your finger right here and kind of bit down hard. Yeah, so she got her pretty good, but she was okay. She was still petting her that afternoon and wasn't, I was afraid it was gonna scare her and her be like, I don't want her anymore. But no, she's good. And like I said, she's filling up her water dish. I told Lou that we'll have to clean her cage soon and she can, we're gonna do it together. And she's like, yep. But yeah, she makes sure she has water and she's very careful. She'll, ask if she can take her into the other room and play with her in my bathroom with the door shut, and she carries the cage around because it's super light. It's just a little, for those of you that maybe didn't see me when I got her, it's a female Russian dwarf hamster. So she's little itty bitty, tiny. And I did tell Lou, I said, just so they don't have a very long lifespan. They only live to be about, 2. So she understands that. And she goes, well, that's still a long time. I'm like, it is. So, yep, she is in love with her hamster, Daisy. And Daisy, hopefully will get used to Lou. And they'll just, it'll just be a match made in heaven. I'll tell you what, though, at the end of that night, when I went to tuck her in, she's like, that was the best Christmas ever. And so just, knowing that you made your kids that happy is just the best feeling in the world, I knew that's what she wanted. I knew she wanted a pet really, really bad. And, you know, I knew that she was ready. She's 9, and I thought, I think she'll take care of it. And she is, you know, for now. And I'm just afraid that the novelty is going to wear off. So we'll see. Right now, Daisy can't sleep in the room where Lou sleeps in because she's too loud. Because like I said, she spins on that wheel. She's drinking her water. For being so small, she makes so much noise. Because the first night, Lou asked if I'd sleep with her, and I was like, sure. Because I was so tired Christmas night. So we had Daisy in there. We cleaned off a spot on top of the dresser, put her in there, and 1 o'clock in the morning, it is 1:06 exactly. I was out there taking her out into the living room. I put her in the closet, the coat closet, where I'd put her that first night, because I didn't want her bothering anybody else. But yeah, she's loud. She's very loud. Y'all, I'm trying to pick up ABs, and if you're watching me Diamond Paint, I don't know if you're watching or just listening, but I'm having to stab at these like 3 or 4 times. Come on. I know I could be using tweezers or a pretty placer, or I have all these things, but not with me. I'm just being stubborn. I'm like, it's gonna work. Christmas, yeah. I got some Elizabeth Ward storage containers, so I got a new set of those. I got some Harbor Freights. I got, what else did I get, y'all? Oh, my mom and dad got me a pair of Ugg boots, so I'm very, very excited. Hasn't been cold enough yet to wear them, but I will be definitely wearing those in the winter. So I got those. Got a new pair of pajamas. So yeah, it was a really good Christmas. It was really, really good. Everybody got lots of nice stuff. Ryan got, a lot of his gifts were stereo equipment for his car that he got. His new / old car, new to him, the car that they picked up in California. So he needed a new, it's a 2004, so it needed some new things. So yep, my husband's been working on it over Christmas break. He changed out all the headlights and the tail lights. And the last couple of days he's been working on the radio and the stereo. He loves that stuff. And the speakers. I think he's got those gifts for him instead of my son. So yeah, he's having a good time with them. Yep, so Christmas was good. We did, like I said, we did our tree and did all of our gifts and everything, and then cleaned up the living room and trying to make it look like it never had happened because we had family coming over. We had my mom and dad, my mom and stepdad, and we had my mother-in-law and her husband. Everyone was coming over at 1. So at 1 o'clock, we had to be all kind of dressed, out of our jammies. I mean, the kids stayed in their jammies, but I was gonna go ahead and change. So I changed, moved all their gifts because we had 2 trees. I had a snowman tree in the dining room in the front of the house. And so that's where I was keeping like all the other gifts that were not ours. So Christmas morning, we weren't having to sift through theirs. So I moved all the Christmas gifts over, and Lou had set me, oh, that's right, on Christmas Eve, Lou and I had set the dining room table, made it look all fancy. So we got out the Christmas plates and the little paper gold chargers that I got from Amazon. And yeah, we set the table. We had little place cards, and I bought some sparkling cider. So yeah, everyone came over at 1, and my mom brought a green bean casserole, and my mother-in-law brought over a gluten-free cheesecake because my husband's gluten-free, and it was really, really good. It was amazing. So she did a really good job on that. And then we served up, we had appetizers out. I had bought some shrimp cocktail at Costco. So we had shrimp cocktail. I bought some spinach artichoke dip, and I had some crackers with those, some gluten-free crackers. And then I had these olives, and then I had cheese. It's like just cheese and crackers, and then some grapes. We ate, we were gonna have, for dinner, we had ham, spiral honey ham that I'd gotten from Costco. And my husband made that, it was really good. And then I got some oven roasted potatoes that were already cut and ready to go. You just needed to roast them. So made those, and then we had some rolls. And then I also had bought an apple pie from Cheesecake. It was huge, really big apple pie. Oh, more ABs. Let's see if these cooperate. I might have to put some new glue dots in my little my little pin here. Let's see. So yeah, we ate around. So what we did was, before we ate. So first we did gifts, and my mom and dad got Lou a scooter, a new little electric scooter. She got one last year, and she got a faster one and a bigger one. So she was so excited. So now I've got to sell her old one. This one's like higher weight limit. Like I said, it goes like, I don't know the speed limit it goes, but it's fast. But she wears her helmet and she's really good on it. And so they got her those. And what else did Lou get for Christmas? We got Lou some Barbies. She wanted the holiday Barbie, the 2021 holiday party. She's beautiful. So Ryan got that for her. And I got her a Van t-shirt and a Hello Kitty outfit from Forever 21. And what else? Oh, I got her a pair of Heelys. Those are the tennis shoes that have the little wheel in the heel in the back. And she's still trying to figure out how to use them because they take some practice. So we did gifts. And then after we opened up gifts, my mom had a couple of games that she had prepared and had ready for us that she had brought over. And they were so fun. We did Family Feud. So we broke up into 2 teams because there were 9 of us, but my husband was cooking and Nate was sleeping. Nate fell asleep on the couch. So it was Lou, Ryan, and myself were a team. My mom wasn't playing because she was the host. And then on the other team was my stepdad, my mother-in-law, and her husband. So I got the kids, basically, all right? But guess who won? Yeah, we won, y'all. We beat the adults. Yes, we did. The youngins beat the older ones. We did. And I'm sorry if y'all are watching, but we did beat you, even though you were trying to cheat. Holly, my mother-in-law, y'all, she was trying to cheat. So if you're not familiar with Family Feud, it's basically where they ask 100 people a question, and then they rate, how many people said this, and there's like 4 or 5 different answers, right? And whoever said the answer, whoever picked one particular answer got like the most points, right? The most popular answer. So that's the one you wanted to get the higher points. But as long as you stay on the board, and then if you guess something and it's not right, you get an X. And there's 3 X's. And then it goes to the next team. Well, you're not supposed to whisper to each other or tell each other any ideas because it goes from person to person. But she kept hollering out names. Like we did name Santa's reindeers. And she was saying them out loud in her head. Well, not really in her head, but she was saying them out loud. And we're like, you can't say that. You're giving it all the answers. But the funniest one was my mom asked the question. It was myself and my mother-in-law, and we were up at the stand, and my mom even had like 2 little buzzers, just like the real game. And whoever buzzed it first when she asked the question, their team got to either pass, like give it to the other team if it was not a good category or good question, or we got to keep it and play. So the question was, name something, or name words. Name a word that has the word that starts with the word snow. So I hit the buzzer first, and my mom was like, okay, go. And I said snowflake. It wasn't on the board. Out of 100 people that were questioned and asked that question, it didn't make it up on the board. Not enough people had that answer. So I was like, what? So then my mom's like, okay, Holly, it's your turn. And she turns to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is like, Silent Night. We're like, what? We all started laughing so hard. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to pause, and Ryan was calling for me, and he's hungry. All he's had today, y'all, it's 4:30, so it's almost 5 o'clock. And all he's eaten today is half of a yogurt, and that's it. He was like, Mom, I'm hungry. So we made him some soup. He wanted some ramen noodles. So I made him some ramen, got him a bottle of water, and I said, you good? He goes, yeah, I'm good. I said, okay, I'm just gonna go up and finish my whip and chat real quick, and then I'll be back to check on you. And Nate's still sleeping. But I checked all their medications, and you know, with food, you have to take the amoxicillin, the antibiotic, 3 times a day with food. So I want to make sure I capture, you know, whenever they eat, give them some medication. That's the only thing. A lot of their medications have to be taken with food. And when you don't feel like eating and your teeth are hurting, you know, that's kind of difficult to do. So, and a lot of these pills are so big. So I told him, I said, when you're done with your soup, holler and I need to give you your amoxicillin. So yeah, we definitely don't want it. He was feeling it with his tongue and he goes, Mom, it feels weird. He goes, there's something, feels like there's something in my, he goes, you know, like when you eat popcorn and you get like a popcorn kernel stuck in your tooth? He goes, it feels like that. Like there's something hanging from my tooth. I'm like, yeah, that's where your tooth used to be. I'm sure there's going to be like, it's going to feel strange. It's like a hole, you know, where your tooth was. And it's probably going to be gummy and who knows what else. I don't remember what it felt like when I had mine out. You know, it's been so long ago. I just don't like that we have teeth that we have to have pulled. What an awful thing, you know, awful thing for people to have to go through. And I know a lot of people have it really rough because they wait too long and they get impacted. And that's my husband was telling me about his. It was a horrible experience. He didn't have dental insurance when he was younger, and so he waited till he was quite a bit older and had him done. And he said it was, my mother-in-law was in the waiting room, and I guess she said it sounded like a hammer, really, really bad. Like they were having to drill and chisel and, you know, oh, sounds awful. So that's why I'm glad we got the boys when the dentist said that they were ready. He said we could wait a little bit longer, and I'm like, nope, let's just do it. Yep. But poor Nate, y'all, he's had kind of a rough December, kind of a rough break. He had strep throat, remember, his first week of, well, actually the week before Christmas break. And then he got bit by Jasper, which, by the way, the bite mark looks so good. I was worried about it affecting, you know, the wisdom teeth being taken out today and his lips being stretched. But it's amazing how fast it's healed. Amazing. I mean, there's like 2 little marks. It looks so much better than it did. It's crazy how the body can heal that fast, because I was really worried. That wasn't that long ago. Okay, so what were we talking about? Christmas dinner? I don't remember where I left off. Sometimes I'll go back and watch before I start filming again so I can kind of not have a big break in what I was talking about, but I didn't have a chance to do that. Yeah, so Christmas was good. We, like I said, we had ham and everybody ate and we were just so full afterwards. Oh, the game. That's what I was talking about, the games. So after we did gifts, we did the games. So we did the Family Feud game. And that's when my mother-in-law said Silent Night. Yeah, thought that was so funny. And then what else? And then we had dinner after that. No, we played one more game. We played the left-right game. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that. It's called left-right. And so we all had a gift that my mom put all the gifts in the center. And they're like white elephant gifts, you know, kind of like gag gifts and kind of silly things. And we put them on the center. Everybody picked a gift, and then my mom read a story. And in the story, there's the word left and right several times. So whenever it says left in the story, you have to hand your gift to the person to the left of you, because we were all sitting in a circle. And if it says right, you have to hand it to the person on your right. And you just keep going until it stops. And then whatever gift you have is the one you open, and then people can steal it, because we all had to pick a number before we started. My mom did an awesome job with games. It just really made Christmas fun. Because like I told y'all before, we were planning on going over to her house for Christmas Eve to do games. But we just decided to do everything on Christmas Day instead, and I'm glad we did. And like I said, we ate around 5. Dinner was awesome. And then everybody headed out around, I guess, 6 or so. And then, yeah, I did the dishes and cleaned up the kitchen. And I remember at 7 o'clock, I finally sat down for the first time in a long time. And I was like, oh, I'm so tired. And then I called my dad. And I talked to my dad and his girlfriend. And then I talked to, earlier in the day, I had a chance to talk to my brother, who also lives out in California, and my nephew. So y'all, I gotta give a shout out. I don't know if you heard it during my live stream, but I have to give a shout out to Parker. Parker is my nephew, and he is awesome. He's the same age as Lou, so he's 9. and he's the coolest kid ever. I'll tell you what. And he asked me when I was talking to my brother on Christmas, he goes, "Do you talk about me on your YouTube channel?" And I wasn't sure if he was okay with it or not okay with it. And I said, "Why?" He said, I said, "Do you want me to?" And he goes, "Yeah." And my brother's like, "He thinks you're super cool because you have a YouTube channel." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna give Parker a shout out." So Parker, buddy, hope you're doing okay. I know we just talked on Christmas, but hopefully you're enjoying the rest of your Christmas break. And tell Cramps that we said hi. Hi, Cramps. That's my dad. Instead of calling him Gramps, we call him Cramps. That's my dad. So yeah, they're now all kind of here recently. I think the last few months started watching my channel because I was kind of secretive about it for a while. To be honest, I was just kind of, I didn't tell everybody. I kind of kept it to myself for a while, and then word spread. So yeah, now I've got my family in California supporting me, which is awesome. So my dad will tell me things I talk about. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. But it's also a good way for him to keep up with what's going on over here with us, because we don't talk all the time. Like we don't talk every week. So I like that we're able to, that he's able to catch up on what we're up to by doing this too. So it is nice for family. All right, y'all. Is there a dog? Hello? I thought I heard I'm not used to the noises up here, but I thought I heard a dog crying at the door because I had closed the door. I don't know, maybe it's my own echo. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I'm afraid like somebody needs me because I kind of had my door, again, I feel so closed off. This is my first time I've been up in the craft room with the door closed. Feels a little strange. I feel like I'm kind of, even though Lou's not here, I feel like somebody might need me. And I feel like I can't hear what's going on or I can't see what's going on. It's really weird. But I did want to come back on and finish what I was talking about and just tell you guys that I hope you have a very, very happy New Year. So New Year is coming up on Friday. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to talk to you guys again. I might if I see you on a live somewhere. But if I don't get a chance to talk to you, this is my opportunity to say thank you for all your love and support and for everything that you've done for me this year. I saw something recently that really resonated with me, and it's just something I wanted to mention. I feel like we all need purpose, and we're all looking for our purpose. And this has given me that. And I can't thank you enough for, all the watch out, all the time that y'all have spent with me and just watching my videos, liking them, commenting, joining my Patreon, just everything that y'all do, super chats, super stickers. I mean, the gifts, there's just so many things to be thankful for. And what a year it's been. I know it's been a rough year for a lot of reasons, and we all know why, but I am very, very happy that I found this and that I found you guys because you mean a lot to me. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye for real now. So you guys take care. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. And then next to it is a notification bell. If you click on that bell, then you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. And I post up about every other day on average. So I'd love to have you, love for you to join me on this journey. And I think that's it. All right, y'all? Oh, and give me a thumbs up too, if you liked this. That always helps. All right, y'all, you take care. Have a safe New Year. If y'all go out, be careful with all the crazies out there. People like to kind of let loose on New Year's Eve. So if you do have to go out and about, please be careful, okay? We're just gonna stay in. We don't have any plans. I bought some banners and some blowy thing, or some streamers and some hats and just some fun stuff for us to wear to bring in the new year. And Lou asked me the other day, what night do I get to stay up late? And I told her Friday, and she's like, yay! So it's the only night of the year that she gets to stay up till midnight. So she is super pumped about that. She feels like a big kid. So yes, y'all enjoy your new year. And I guess I'll see you again in the new year. Like I said, I'll do a video. Hopefully I'll get to finish this and I'll do a video of all my finishes. And that'll probably be my next video that I put up. All right, y'all, take care. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.